I just arrived after a nationwide tour, and when I saw the levels of poverty and suffering, this is something I have never seen in my life. The political chaos continues. Ensure that we reach a target of around $3 billion. People are suffering on the ground, and therefore here's an opportunity for us to serve. Greetings, my name is Prashant Divizar, and I want to share a suggestion with all of the Sri Lankans at this time trying to find constructive ways to contribute to the crisis, especially the economic crisis. The political chaos continues. Gotabaya Rajapaksa's incompetence and stubbornness and the corruption of his family has devastated our country. And the political turmoil continues to ensue in the midst of the bickering. We don't know who will end up being president and prime minister. However, we can't afford to wait for career politicians to get their act together to respond to the economic crisis. There was a time that many Sri Lankans were weary of sending money back through orthodox means of sending in foreign currency, through the banking systems, because they were afraid of corruption, because they were afraid of being played out on their hard-earned money. However, now that the Rajapaksas are on the run and they no longer have a monopoly, and the room for corruption is lesser because of the independence of the central bank with the new governor and so on, I feel that there is an opportunity for us as citizens to now ensure that we help revive the economy. In the months of August, September and October, between 2015 and now, the currency, foreign currency that has been coming into the country averages around $1.6 billion since 2015 till now. However, that number is supposed to go even lower during these coming 3 months. But in 2020, there was an opportunity where in those 3 months, we had over $2 billion of foreign currency coming in. We, the Sri Lankan diaspora, Sri Lankans working abroad, and even friends of Sri Lanka, ensure that we reach a target of around $3 billion between August, September and October of 2022. While the politicians get their act together, while we are trying to negotiate deals with the IMF and the World Bank and so on, this is one way that we can help ensure that the country has enough foreign reserves to acquire the fuel that we need, the gas, essential food supplies, medical supplies and so on. And therefore, here's an opportunity for us to serve. Roughly, there are about 3 million Sri Lankans living outside Sri Lanka. And if there is an effort of putting $350 back into the economy through orthodox channels, through the banking system, we can have a pretty phenomenal impact. That will lead to at least $1 billion a month coming in from Sri Lankans and friends of Sri Lanka. You can obviously send money to your own family members. You can send money to invest in young entrepreneurs, and I will share some links to profiles of young entrepreneurs that are looking for investments at this time to create jobs and renew the economy from within. You can also help charities that are working hard to ensure that families that can't put food on the table, especially children who are at the risk of being malnourished in this time, can be provided for. Whether it's charity, whether it's investment, whether it's supporting your family and helping friends, whatever it is, sending money through the official channels will be crucial right now. If we can do that every month between August, September and October, we can hit $3 billion without the career politicians getting involved. Now, if you're worried, well, Ranil is trying to make a play for presidency and this might end up helping him. No, we're hoping that he will be kicked out, that the parties will realize that he is not a legitimate prime minister, leave alone a president. This is not to help prop any politician, but people are suffering on the ground. I just arrived after a nationwide tour, and when I saw the levels of poverty and suffering, this is something I have never seen in my life across the country. And we can't afford to wait any longer. So let's try our best. Let's try to hit that target of $3 billion in August, September and October. I'm not asking any funding for any organization that I know of or any individual that I know of. I'm asking for you to work together to throw it in to orthodox banking system and help the economy. Thank you. Let's do this together.